I'm Richard Saxton with the Business of Golf on Market Talk. My guest is Mark O'Meara, who has had a tremendous start to 1997. 2 wins, over 700,000. Boy, you can quit now and just relax, right?
I wish that was always the case, Richard, but it's been a great start of the year. Starting out at AT&T, playing well, really playing pretty much well in the first 4 tournaments, but winning there for the 5th time was a lot of fun. And Bob Allen, who's CEO of AT&T, is a good friend of mine. He's my partner there, and he was pulling really hard for me, and it was exciting because Tiger played good coming down the stretch. And then to come back and win the next week at San Diego at the Buick Invitational was a lot of fun too. So had a week and a half, 2 weeks off, and been kind of busy, very hectic schedule, but looking forward to playing Riviera this week in the LA Open.
Yeah, do you own AT&T stock? Do you have a forecast? What did Bob tell you? The split up of the company is going to be good, or what? What do you do as far as investing or side projects outside of the game?
Well, I do a little bit on my own, and I have got a lot of friends that are involved in that business, so I kind of keep track of it. And obviously, the last couple of years, the stock market's done really well, and so I have some money invested there. But I'm very secure in my investments. I'm not trying to hit the major home run because I understand that I just want to be comfortable, and I just want to keep pace with everything else out there. But it's been interesting to see what happens, and I know that I'm not an expert in that field. I'm kind of sometimes an expert, not always an expert, but hitting 5 irons around trees and trying to get out of trouble, that's my job, and I try to leave the rest of the stuff to the guys that are pros like yourself.
Well, we look at Cobra, we see how much money Greg Norman made there. I guess a lot of golfers are getting offered big pieces of companies to make the ship come in, so to speak. Any kind of lures there coming your way?
Well, most of the companies that I represent, are either publicly held or already involved, and the only company that might be different would be TaylorMade. It's owned by the Solomon people out of France, a French company, but privately owned. But basically, I just represent them and try to do a good job in doing that, and I get paid a salary, and I use that money to pay taxes and spend a little bit and save a little bit.
What's in your bag then? Is it all TaylorMade?
It is. I play all TaylorMade products. The only thing I do different is I putt with a ping putter, and that's been good to me for many years. And then obviously my relationship with Toyota is a big sponsorship for me, and then I have deals with AT&T and a company called ComDisco out of Chicago, and just a couple other deals in Japan. So it keeps me pretty busy, actually.
So what does that require? That you play in tournaments for them, or you're a spokesman, infomercials, or what does it mean?
A spokesman, do some corporate outings for them, representation on that part of the deal. So it keeps us quite busy. I mean, pretty much our game is a year-long business. There's not much off time for us.
Getting back to the what's in the bag, bubble shaft, titanium, oversized, what's in there?
Well, I've messed with the bubble shaft titanium, but I have the bubble shaft in my driver, 3-wood and 4-wood, and I have our original head that we came out with the burner head, tour burner head. My irons are the tour model, oversized tour model that I helped design with a couple of engineers and Steve Mata at TaylorMade. And some of our players have had great success. Tom Lehman, Lee Jansen. A lot of guys that have switched over to these clubs have had some great success with them, and I love them, and I'm playing well with them. So I have those, and then the Strata Golf Ball by Spalding and Top Flight. I was the first player to play with it last year, and now we got about 35 guys in the PGA Tour playing it. So some of the new technology and new product has been tremendous.
And you must drive, a 4Runner? What's in the garage?
I've got my wife drives a Privy van, and I've got a Land Cruiser, but I've got some other cars too, because I seem to always do well in these car tournaments, and I win a Mercedes or win a Buick Invitational, so I win a Buick. So all my family members are really cashing in on getting some cars to drive.
Tell us about the year and how much it changes after winning over 700,000 in the 4 events, 2 wins. Does it change your plans, and what's your goal for the year?
No, it doesn't. In fact, I'm going to play 8 out of the next 9 weeks, so I've got a very busy schedule all the way through the Masters. Also, the Ryder Cup is a big thing, so there's a lot of golf tournaments to still be played, and I want to win some more.
And what's the big one you want to win?
Well, I'd like to win one of those majors. There's no question about it, whether the Masters, U.S. Open, or PGA or British Open. So one of those 4 would be really put icing on the cake for the year.
Congratulations on a great year so far.
Thanks, Richard. Appreciate it.
Mark O'Meara, my guest on the Business of Golf on Market Talk.